If I could build a playground, I'll tell you what I do. I make it big for all my friends. I make it nice for you. I build a slide that never ends. That will never stop. I build a jungle gym so high to see above the snow. If I could build a playground, I'll tell you what I do. I make it big for all my friends. I make it nice for you. I build houses and merry-go-round to ride again and again and again and again and again. I build a sled that hangs from a cloud to push us wings away. If I could build a playground, I'll tell you what I do. I make it big for all my friends. I make it nice for you. I make it big for all my friends. I make it nice for you. Good. Okay, so I want to know what you would put in your playground if you could build a playground. Julia?
If I could build a playground,
I would
put a sleds that made with pencils, and I would build a merry-go-round.
Okay. Who else? What would you do, Andy? I would build a monster house. Okay. All right. What would you do?
I will put a slide that made from the tomato.
From tomatoes?
Yes.
Really? Wouldn't that get a little dirty?
No. Very
Okay.
red.
What would you do, Brian?
I will make
I would
make a house that made from many candies, cake.
Okay. Chad, what would you do?
I
would build ocean. You can go in ocean. You can play with shark. The shark
Really?
don't eat you.
Would these be friendly sharks? These would be friendly sharks.
All the shark.
All the sharks would be friendly
whales.
sharks. And friendly whales or mean whales?
All of them.
Nice whales or mean whales?
All of them.
Okay. What would you put in your playground? I would.
put a beach in my
A
playground.
beach in your playground. What would you put in your playground?
I would build a slide that look like potato.
A slide that looks like potatoes. What would you put in your playground, Joy?
I would build a very high slide.
Ooh.
That's made from chocolate.
Okay, so if you went down that slide, would you scream?
Yes.
You would scream? Yeah? Okay. I have another question.
Okay.
If you could make a monster, what would that monster look like? Julia, what would your monster look like?
It looked like just like Miss Julia.
I'm gonna cry! Oh, you mean it would be a very beautiful monster? Okay.
And it has a long
It would
teeth.
have.
It will have long.
It would. I don't have long teeth.
The monster and their eyes would be like this.
Oh, really? Okay. All right. What would you the teeth would be curl. The teeth would be like curly ones. Okay.
And his feet is so fat.
His feet would be fat. Okay, Rosie. What would your monster look like if you could build one?
My monster were really not a monster. It will be very
It
cute.
would be.
It would be very cute.
Oh, so it would look like Miss Julian.
No.
Oh.
It will look
It would. It would.
It would change their face.
Oh my.
And I said you must change to Miss Julian, and it will change to Miss Julian. I said you must change to Miss Cherry, and it changed to Miss Cherry. I said you must change to Blackboard, and it will change to Blackboard. And I said you must change to Teddy Bear, and it will change to Teddy Bear.
Oh, okay. All right. What would your monster look like, Joy? It would.
It would be a very, very big chocolate. And it
Oh, I like this one. Can I eat your monster?
Me too! And have a very big candy eye. And
It would have.
it would have a very big candy eye. And a banana mouse.
Okay. All right. Brian, what would your monster look like?
My monster is eyes is like a donut.
Well, it would have. My monster would have
What
eyes.
have eyes is
Eyes like.
a donut,
Oh.
and the body is look like many socks.
The body would look like my monster. Okay.
And he has lot of arms. It can do many things. Sometimes it will he will eat somebody.
Okay. All right. Can you guys? Okay. All right. Just a sec. I'm gonna give you a chance to think. Can you guys think of questions to ask each other? If you could, what would? Okay. So Julia, before we do that though, what would Julia's monster look like?
Okay, it will look like
It would.
it would be the teacher at school, and he will said, "Call your parents over here, and I'll give you the test paper. Your score is 0."
Oh.
Excuse me.
Oh. Okay. All right. Do you have a question? Who has a question to ask others? Karen.
If you can build,
If you could.
if you could build a house, what would you do?
Okay. What would you put in your house? That's a good one, Karen.
No, it's what will you make?
What would you make? What would it look like?
No, what will you make with your house?
What?
How do you make?
How would you build your house? How would you make it? Okay. Rosie.
I will use.
I would.
I would use the fruits, the candies.
It would be a fruit house.
The candies, chocolate, cake, and make with some toys, fuzzy wuzzies.
It would have fuzzy wuzzy friends.
And it will make with necklace, earring, and rings, and
Okay.
gold, and it will lots
It
of
would.
this, and lots of insects,
Okay.
just like very beautiful butterfly like that.
Okay. We haven't heard from Mandy. Mandy, what would your house look like?
My house will look like. Maybe I will build it use many butterflies.
Maybe you would use many butterflies. Okay. Jonathan, what would your house look like?
Our house look like
My house
my house look
would look.
would look like donkey.
A donkey house? Oh my. Okay. Chad, what would your house look like?
I would use teddy bear.
You would use. Oh, okay.
Not me.
You would use teddy bear?
No,
I'm not fair.
no, fuzzy teddy bear.
You'd use a fuzzy wuzzy teddy bear? Big fuzzy wuzzy teddy bear?
And
Okay.
and some butterfly and some caterpillar on my house.
Okay.
The caterpillar on my house.
Okay. Brian, what would your house look like?
I will build
I would.
build a house that made from many gongs.
Oh.
Gongs? Like shh.
No, it's
Oh, guns. Bang. Oh, okay. All right. Who has another question? If you
what's your question? Do you have a question? If you could, what would... Oh, do you want to talk about your house? Okay, talk about your house.
I want to. I want my house is like one horse. One horse.
Like a horse?
And
Okay.
my house like.
Okay, Julia.
And horse have a question and answer my question.
Okay.
Okay. If you could make rules for school, what would you
Oh, what rules would you make?
Number 1 is no homework forever. Number 2 is you can wear anything you want to wear to school. Number 3 is
Teacher, this time.
10 minutes for class, 40 minutes for break.
Okay, so I want to go around and we're all going to make one rule that you would have in school. And you have to start your sentence with, I would have this rule. I would, okay? So, Rosie, what rule would you have if you could make the rules?
I'm not ready.
You're not ready, Joy? Are you ready?
I'm ready.
I'm ready too.
I would.
I would make this rule. Number 1 is the teacher cannot hit students.
Okay. All right, Karen, what would you do? What rule would you have?
I would have this rule. Everyone have a bed.
Everyone would have.
A bed.
Oh, okay. Brian, we'll get to you guys. Just wait.
I think every teacher would to listen to the students.
So you would make the teachers listen to the students?
Yes.
That's what you would
No
do.
student.
Okay, Hunter.
I'm not reading.
No, but I want to hear your rule anyways. Okay, Andy, what rule would you have? No.
The class is 1 minute.
You would have 1 minute classes? So I would have 1 minute classes.
I would have 1 minute class and break.
And have breaks?
Breaks.
How long would the breaks be?
100 minutes.
You would have 100-minute breaks and 1 minute classes. Hunter, what rule would you have?
I want
play computer.
is morning. In the morning. All the morning. It's a Chinese class.
Oh, you would have Chinese class all morning.
And all the afternoon
Will be
a computer math.
Oh, do you like math? Do you like math?
Homework.
What rule would you have? No, just one rule. What rule would you have? I would have
everyday playtime. It's don't have class. Don't have other class.
Okay, so you would have playtime, non-class every day. Chad, what rule would you have? My rule will be
all the English class. Don't have homework.
Oh!
I don't want to do homework. I want
No homework? I would have no
homework.
I
Would have no.
I want homework.
I will make a rule. Is teacher can't give children homework and can't hit children and children can choose who want to sit with.
Oh, who they want to sit with. Okay. Rosie, what rule would you have?
Andy, that's
You may say
2.
one rule.
I want to say the class will be 30 minutes and
The class would be.
the class would be 30 minutes
And?
and the break will be 30 minutes
Oh.
too. And that were very fair.
That would be fair, you think?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. If you could have any English teacher in the world, who would you choose?